It's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars. This is a 1952 Ford truck. We're gonna take it for a quick drive. That is one of the coolest steering wheels I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it's amazing. I have never actually seen that ever. That's for the big boys and girls. So other than the engine and transmission, this is basically all original truck.
Yes.
Uncut frame, drives nice and straight. So it's got a 327 Chevrolet V8 with a 350 turbo automatic transmission. Shifts nice, smooth. Are any of the original gauges hooked up? The speedometer's not. No. They make a little kit you can buy, I think at LMC, where you can hook the speedometer up to a late model engine like this. It's funny because rarely do people ever do it. Almost every truck I've ever had with an engine swap does not have a working speedometer on it. So just a touch of play in the steering wheel like normal. This will be a normal little bit of play, but not much. It seems to drive nice and straight down the road. Ride's good. It's very comfortable. It's got a good looking
It's got a low pulling rear end in it.
Right. Not made for high speeds.
It's not.
But that's normal. I mean, that's the original feel. And if you were out on an open road, you could probably still do 60, 55, 60 miles an hour.
Well, I'm radar certified, and we were running about 50 miles per hour just then, and then there was a lot more gas.
Pull in here at the old Bethlehem Baptist Church. This is not where Jesus was born. Nice sounding engine. We'll leave it running for just a second. Pop the hood. Listen to that. Hey, give it a little rev for me. Nice sounding exhaust. Sounds good. Pop the hood. Man, I love this. That thing sounds perfect. Beautiful engine detail in here. And just a smooth running engine. Oh yeah, holds itself up. We can go ahead and turn it off. Just a really nice clean engine detail. Inner fender wells, I mean, just beautiful. Firewall. Power brakes, which is nice. Power brakes. Does not have power steering. The power brakes make it nice. And it's not hard to add power steering if you want to. But just really, really pretty under here. Edelbrock valve covers and air cleaner, just finishing off the detail in here. Freshly painted. Really nice. So actually this is Dennis's truck, my brother-in-law. And he called me and said, man, the body is so straight on this truck. I want to paint it. I want to paint it. And I said, the only thing is, what color do we paint it? Do we try to match it or do we change the color? And I said, you know what? Let's let the next guy choose what he wants to do with this truck, because I might actually want to sand on it a little bit more and just put a clear coat on it. I like, and a lot of guys really like this, this kind of faded paint, shop truck kind of look. And that is, becoming really, really popular. And the other thing about it too is it's affordable. It's basically free. I mean, if you're willing to get out in the shop and do a little sanding, and some clear coat, I mean, for virtually no money, you got a really cool shop truck with kind of a faded patina paint job on it. So nice straight body, just like I said. I mean, the hood is super straight. The fenders, there's a couple of little spots here and there. There's a little rust spot. All the way around the truck are just a couple of little spots. I mean, and it wouldn't take much at the shop. A little bubble there, Wouldn't take much at the body shop. I mean, look at these cab corners. They're in fantastic condition. You know, all the way down, the rockers and the doors. Look at that. I mean, beautiful. So, I mean, just minimal, trivial spots. I mean, that's a paint chip there. Pretty common spot right there for a little bit of rust. I mean, a few $100s in, you know, patch pieces and welding, and you'd have a rust-free truck. There's a little bubble here, and then that's the same spot like on the other side. Very common. And LMC makes these patches, and also I buy them on eBay, where you just, you know, put a brand new piece on there, weld it in. But I mean, this is what always amazes me. These original, you know, looking down the rocker, looking at this cab corner, I mean, in excellent condition. You know, a couple paint pops here. But I mean, the body is so straight. There's one more right here, that if you did want to put a really nice paint job on a truck, this would be a great candidate for that. And like I said before, that being said, I think this would also make a really cool truck to just scuff on and maybe not even put a clear coat on. I think it actually looks really cool just the way it is. So great driving truck, great patina on it. Love this grill, just iconic, classic. And the trim on it's in great shape. Appears to be the original trim in really good shape, or it could have, maybe it was replaced a few years back, but it looks to be in really good shape. Rally wheels with new tires appears, or at least tires with really good tread on them. It's got an old piece of, now this is the original wood bed back here, I think. Never been taken out. And that's what we didn't want to mess with it. This is the only spot that was broken. Just put a little piece of filler wood in there. And man, one piece of barn wood down the center. I think you could sand and refinish this wood bed. And like I said, that's why we didn't want to mess with it. I didn't want to say, hey, let's put a brand new wood bed in it and let's put a brand new paint job and all this stuff. It costs a lot of money to do that. And if that's not what you're looking for, we just undid something that you wanted to keep. I like original wood beds like this, and I would hit this with the sander, see if I could find one piece of barn wood to replace that one slat down the center, and then stain it and tell everybody at the car show, that's the original wood bed. How freaking cool is that? Doors open and close nice. Really clean interior. It's got a brand new upholstery on the original seat, which I love. Fuel tank still in the back. It doesn't smell like gas at all. In fact, we stopped at the gas station. That where we started that video was right there at the gas station. Just a nice clean. It's got an older headliner. It still looks pretty good. It's a little saggy here and there, some wrinkles, but it's presentable enough. Windshield wipers do work. Original unmolested dash is really important to me. And then the coolest steering wheel I've ever seen in my life. This thing's got a little latch on it. Maybe if you've seen one of these before, you'll have to tell me. Little latch right here just to let you in and out. The only other vehicle I've ever seen one that has the moving steering wheels on the Thunderbird, where you could click it and it would slide over or slide up. Original gauges, not functional. Aftermarket gauges are functional. Glove box is still there. And the truck's been kept on the road. I mean, this is insurance for 1993. This is actually the color Southern Auto Body, the color sunshade red, and that's kind of cool. So if you wanted to do an exact match, that's always the easiest, least expensive paint to do, is to do an exact match, you know, because then you're not having to jam it out and all that stuff. Underneath the truck, like I said, aside from the engine and transmission, this truck is original. So it's got an uncut frame. I mean, these step sides are in great shape, no rust. And those are typical spots where they rust, you know, right here. Look at how solid they are. Step up sides. And even just there's your inner cab corner's got a little bit of rust. That's pretty common. I would call that to be in good shape to me. I mean, this is the original floor pan, great shape. There's surface rust crusties under here. That is absolutely normal. It is hot in Georgia. This asphalt must be 100 degrees. It is burning me. But I just want to show you. I mean, very clean underneath. Really clean. I mean, the back of the fender wells, frame rails, rear end. Appears to be original. Inside the fenders. I love finding trucks like this. And you know, the thing is too is, you know, finishing a truck off like this with a really nice paint job, if you did, you're talking high dollar. I mean, the nice thing is you're never going to lose money investing in a truck like this. I showed you guys this earlier, that these bottom of the doors, these are the step sides on this side, same as the other side, no rust. Ooh, baby, it's hot. Same as the other side, inner cab corner, a little bit of rust there, not major. To me, that's pretty minimal compared to what we normally see. Floor pans from the driver's side. I mean, this is a good truck. Really solid. Rear inner fenders. I love that dual exhaust too. It just sounds phenomenal. It's the iconic, to me, like the perfect iconic antique truck sound. Not too loud, but definitely a V8 growl. Well, I went a little long, but I wanted to show all the details on the truck. I think you could go all kinds of ways with this one. That's why I wanted to leave it alone and let you dream on it, because the cool thing is this truck's ready to drive today. You could get in it right now, drive it anywhere you want. And then what do you want to do to it? Sand it down, paint it, change the color completely, you know, add power steering, put air conditioning in it, whatever you want to do. It's your truck, you know. So anyways, give us a call, PeachtreeClassicCars.com. We look forward to hearing from you.